Coming to you live from Southern California, Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Toronto Blue Jays and the San Diego Padres. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about to get underway. And our starting pitcher here today, Dylan Cease. He was certainly on point in his last outing, Chris.
Total command last time out. Scattered 2 hits over his outing. He had great stuff. We'll see if he's got it again in this one.
And now for the Jays, Andres Jimenez. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. Fouled off left side. And a pitch. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. That's inside.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Pitch in the dirt. 2-2.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
The pitch. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
Well, getting a good look at the pitcher here in the first inning isn't a bad thing. I know he struck out, but you can live with that as long as the other hitters in this lineup can learn something from it.
Bo Bichette in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
Ball 1, no strike.
One out, base is empty. The shortstop takes the ball. Next offering is in for a strike.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Foul ball. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one, punching out the first 2 hitters of this ball game. And somebody's going to have to put the bat on the ball, put it in play, and get something going.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. stands in now and watches strike 1. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., that swing so reminiscent of his dad. Lots of pop. 2 outs. Hard on the ground to first. The flip to the pitcher covering. And Guerrero is set down. And the Blue Jays go down 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. And now the Padres get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here with my pal Siggy, getting the nod on the mound. Alek Manoah. What do you have on him, Siggy?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
So digging in now for San Diego, Luis Arias. So we'll see what the former batting champ can do here, Chris. The pitch. And there's a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. And a swing and a miss there.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
And there's a ball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The 1-2. And another ball.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Righty to the plate. That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
You know, Boog, you always say how important it is to have a good feel for the game. I say after the game, you step into the box, I'll throw some fastballs at you.
No, actually, I think we're good, Chris. That's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Challenged him with a fastball right in the heart of the zone. He was clearly ready to jump all over it.
And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. That one clips the outside corner. That's strike one. And a swing and a miss. I got to call NLDS Game 4 here in 2022 at Petco Park, where the Padres knocked out their rivals, the LA Dodgers. The place was just nuts the entire game. Terrific fan support. Got him swinging.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
2 on, 1 out. Jackson Merrill now at the plate. And that's in there for strike one.
0-1.
Fastball for a strike.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
So first and second with 2 outs. Manny Machado getting ready to hit. In the air, right side. Santander drifts towards it. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. We'll move to the second now at Petco Park. No score. Back here in San Diego, second inning set to go. Anthony Santander at the plate. He's sort of your typical power hitter. Wouldn't necessarily call him a 3 true outcome guy, but he's in there to hit home runs.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. Fans dig the long ball, bro.
Cease back to work. This ball's chopped on the ground. On the run, sends it over to first. And quickly one away in the second. And next for Toronto, Ernie Clement. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game.
1-0.
First offering misses badly for ball 1.
Boog, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Edge of the zone for a strike, and the count 2-1. And that'll fall for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good.
When you flare a ball out behind second base, it's really a tough spot for anyone to get to, and you're never trying to do that as a hitter, but when you do, I tell you what, you're yelling at it the entire way to get down. And now, let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
First, and he's back safely. Second inning here, no score. Swings and misses. And a count 1-1. Eric Summersgill, our plate umpire.
One thing to watch out for, Boog, is what side of the plate Summersgill might be favoring. He usually sets up at an angle. Pitchers sometimes will try to figure that out early so they can attack that spot and get as many strike calls as possible.
Ground ball left side, could be two. Flips it for one, and that's two. One hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. Now to the bottom of the second. We're tied, 0-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now it's Elias Diaz. He's a former All-Star Game MVP, Singy. The pitch. And a good eye there. He was late there. Strike one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And the slider just misses.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Line drive. And there's a hit. So a man on base to start the inning. Around first, heading for 2. And he's got a leadoff double.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
And here is Xander Bogaerts. That one misses, and that's ball 1. Bogaerts, who wears that number 2 on his back for his idol, Derek Jeter. The 1-0. Couldn't chase that time. Here comes a pitch. That's in for a strike. Ground ball up the middle. Gathers and throws to first. That's 1 out, the bottom of the second.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not enough, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
Connor Joe, the next up for the Padres.
This is all about situational hitting. It's crucial in this spot. Do whatever it takes to put the ball in play, and hopefully you find a gap in the defense.
Right through there for a strike.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
Diaz stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. In the air out to center. Varsho moving under it. Makes the catch. Runner tags from third. He'll score the sac fly, and it's 1-0.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
Now here's Jake Cronenworth. That one in there across the letters.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
Bounced up the middle. Jimenez gets it to first, and that ends the inning. One run on one base hit, no errors, and no one left. We head on now to the top of the third. It's the Padres 1 and the Jays nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the third inning. And now to the plate. Here's the Toronto DH. Number 7. The wind of the pitch. And takes low for ball 1. And the slider just misses. Inside just missed.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And that's ball 4.
Well, this came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and the guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
And the batter is George Springer. This is again 5 in a row. For a strike, and now it's even 1-1. Tying run is at first. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Next pitch misses way outside.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
2-1 now. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
And now it's Dalton Varsho.
He's done a great job making contact recently. Currently owns a 7-game hitting streak.
Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. And safe. It's a stolen base.
When you're trying to swipe a bag against an elite level arm behind the plate like this guy, you better get a great jump and hope that your speed can finish this job. That was a great jump right there. Really nice steal of second base.
Tying run and scoring position here in game 1 of this 3-game set. And a foul ball. Man at second. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's out number 2.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Here's Andres Jimenez. And that one clips the corner.
0-1's the count.
Two outs and one in scoring position. On the ground right side, and it goes just foul. At the belt and fires. Out to short. Wade. On to first. Out number 3. One left for Toronto. They still trail 1-0. Back here at Petco Park as we go to the last of the third. And here is Luis Arias. The right-hander back to work. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Arias measures 5 feet 10 inches, a career batting average over 300, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. That one's in there, and that's strike 2.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Throws across the diamond. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. Now batting Tyler Wade. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
0-1.
Now a drag bunt, third base side. Grabs it barehanded, and that's a great play for the out. Well, he gave the bunt a shot there, but not able to execute.
Yeah, I think he rushed it a little bit, and when guys rush, it can be a pop-up or it can be bunted right back at a position player.
2 outs, base is empty. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. And that one hammered. That's back. And it's gone. An absolute smash to left. And they add to their lead. It's 2-0.
He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
Jackson Merrill at the plate now. His first career home run happened right here at Petco Park.
Yeah, and he got the silent treatment from his teammates in the dugout, which is such a baseball thing. You don't see it anywhere else. Nothing like running through the dugout, pretending to high-five teammates who won't even look at you.
Left-hand hitter waits. Pitch misses there. And that's ball 2. Manoah. Maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, pitchers, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. And that is the third out of the inning. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. And it's 2-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. On to the fourth. And now Bo Bichette.
The shortstop, Bo Bichette.
The wide to kick the pitch. And that's in for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Fouled off. He was late. That one not close. And the count 1-2. The shortstop takes the ball. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. And Bichette is retired. One down. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Rounded out his first time up. This guy makes great contact. One of the best in the game at putting bat on ball.
He's got such quick hands, and he's gaining pitch recognition. That keeps him square to the plate. There's a good chance that his bat stays in the zone a long time, and that produces solid contact consistently.
Now 1-1. Siggy, this is a guy that grew up in big league clubhouses, and it's something that you see throughout the game. Sons whose fathers also played the majors. That one in the dirt, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, and beyond that, all the other men in those clubhouses that sort of take you under their wing as a son or a nephew and show you some of the tricks of the trade. It's just invaluable, that type of experience.
High fly ball out to left field. Joe makes the grab for the second out.
Now batting, right fielder, Anthony Santander.
2 outs, base is empty. At the plate, Anthony Santander. 0 for 1 so far. Breaking ball inside. Ball 1. And another ball. Next offering is in for a strike. Two down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Waves at the bender for the strikeout. Down in order go the Blue Jays. They trail it here 2-0. And we're back. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Manny Machado. Manoah back to work. There's a strike.
You know, the first manager to ever win a game here at Petco Park was Tony Gwynn. Yes, Tony Gwynn. They had a college baseball tournament here in March 2004, and Tony managed San Diego State to a win.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And the pitch. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Right-hander kicks, deals. Good job to fight that one off. That misses. And that is ball 1. Just missed.
It's a good take.
Swings and misses. Struck him out.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
And the batter now, Elias Diaz. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Xander.
Here's Xander Bogaerts. Rolled out to second in his first at bat. one is inside ball one. In the air, right field. Santander in pursuit. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that's the inning. New inning getting started. Here's the third baseman, Ernie Clement.
Ernie Clement.
The wind and the pitch. That one finds the zone, and that's strike one.
Well, these Jays, from what we've seen, I think it's fair to wonder if they've been too patient at the plate. Sometimes it's a good thing, but today they're continuing to fall behind in the count, and that's adding a ton of pressure to their offense.
And misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
And now Alejandro Kirk. And that one clips the corner.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
That
Ball
misses, and that's ball one. Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the fifth. Out to center, under it. Two down. And next is the designated hitter. First pitch misses.
Great take right there. Showed some really good discipline. Breaking ball coming in, you see it well, but don't trust that it's going to hang on for a strike. Nice job.
Swing and a miss. And 1-1. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Got him looking, and he did not like the call. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays, and they're down 2-0. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Now the left fielder, Connor Joe. The pitch. Fastball for a strike. And strike 2.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Kicks and fires. 1-1 there. Wouldn't chase that time.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And it's filled up.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And there's ball 4.
Well, a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Cronenworth, a 7th round pick by the Rays in 2015 out of the University of Michigan, where he was a two-way guy. And in fact, the Rays used him that way. Cronenworth batting for the second time, and that's strike one.
Pretty impressive. We haven't seen that pitch from him much, but he's got a really good feel when he throws it.
Next offering is down low, and it's a ball and a strike. And the righty deals. Little chopper rolls foul. 1-2 now. Up and in, and he gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Got him. Now one away.
Man, that slider bearing in on your hands like that, it's just so tough to fight off. It's kind of like a cutter and just can eat you up, saw you off. I'll tell you what, hitters have nightmares about that pitch. Perfectly executed out there on the mound.
So the San Diego batting order turns over. Luis Ariz stands in. And that's off the inside edge. 1-0. And he deals. Runner on the go. Cut out and missed. Throw there. Safe.
Pretty close play on that one. A perfect throw probably gets him. That throw was just a little wide to the third base side of the bag, so he had to reach a little bit to get it. Could have been just enough to make the difference there.
Man at second. That one way inside. The 2-1. There's a swing and a drive. Back there. And out of here. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 4-0. Chris, we knew this moment was coming for him soon.
Yep, and it finally came. We knew it was only a matter of time before he was going to connect with one just like that. Just too good of a hitter at the plate.
So, Cindy, this is a little bit of a surprise. A guy known for line drives hits one over the fence.
Well, if you're a little too early, you'll get some elevation in the ball down the ballpark. For him, it's kind of a mistake. But you know what? When you have such a good approach, every now and then you're going to run into one.
So 1 out, nobody on. Tyler Wade, the next up for the Padres. There's a strike. Left-hand batter waits. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Chris Bassett, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Number 29, also getting ready. And here it comes. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Nabs it. And there are 2 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Fernando Tatis.
2 outs, base is empty. And now it's going to be Fernando Tatis Jr. He's already homered here in this one. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. Tatis into second, and he's got it doubled. Here comes comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. That's as far as Alec Manoah will go, and we'll be back with their first arm out of the pen after a quick break. New pitcher now for the Jays, Chris Bassett.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
Jackson Merrill, the next up for the Padres. This one lifted in the air, left field. And that one hops the wall. They extend their lead as the runner scrolls from second. It's 5-0.
Well done. Drives in the run. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity. Right on top of it.
Man in scoring position with 2 away. Manny Machado up to the plate. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Runner at second, 2 down. Last half of inning number 5. In the air, right field. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. 3 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors, and 1 left on base. We're through 5. It's the Padres 5 and the Jays nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the 6th inning. And now for the Jays, George Springer.
Springer plays an important role for this team in the clubhouse, Boog. I mean, he can hit home runs, which is great, but he also brings a lot to the club away from the field, too.
On the ground, out to short. Whips it to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Always love visiting Petco Park. Gorgeous place to catch a game. And when they built it, they did such a great job of making that old Western Metal Supply Company building a piece of the stadium. It's really done wonderful things for downtown San Diego.
Here's the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. Pitch misses inside, and it's 1-0.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
Line to left, and that's just foul. And another ball.
Ball 2.
Foul ball there. The Padres leading by 5, and we're the top half of the 6th. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss. It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
That misses the zone. Now 1-2. Two down, nobody on. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Breaking ball inside. 2-2. Got him looking for the K. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Padres 5 and the Jays nothing. Well, we go bottom 6, and now Elias Diaz.
The catcher,
Diaz in his 8th season, 33 years old, and he's a former All-Star Game MVP. Swings through that one. The other way. Makes the catch. One down.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
And here comes Xander Bogaerts. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Righty delivers. And that's downstairs and outside. That's off the mark. 3-0. Kicks and deals. And he walked him on 4 pitches.
The left fielder, number 7.
Runner on at first with one gone. Connor Joe, the next up for the Padres. That one misses. That's 5 straight. Bogaerts over at first with one away. Bassett with a look to first. Bogaerts dives back. Right-handed reliever. Just missed. Ground ball left side and foul ball. And a pitch. Swing and a miss.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Back up the middle and a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
And now the first baseman, Jake Cronenworth. Just missed. Here's the pitch. Both runners on the move. Liner, and that should be extra bases. One run is in. Coming home. He'll score. 2 runs are in. It's 7-0.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
Next is the designated hitter, Luis Arias. He's already homered in this game. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. One out and a runner at second here in the bottom of the 6th. And a base hit. Here comes Cronenworth around third. Safe.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to.
Number 29 takes over on the mound.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Man at first with one gone. Tyler Wade, the next up for the Padres. That one pushed foul. Still only one out here in the inning. The shortstop takes the ball. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
2-2 to count.
The pitch. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
Tatis, the next to hit, takes ball one. Activity in the bullpen. Nick Sandlin up and loosening in the pen. Swung on, belted. And it's into the gap. Arise around second, headed for third. Coming home. He'll score. It's 9-0. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Jackson Merrill, the next up for the Padres. 1 for 3. Clips the corner. That's strike one. Man on second, 2 down. Ripped into right center, and that should be extra bases. The run comes in to score from second. It's 10-0. He's in with a double, and that's his second double of the night.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. As soon as that one shot off his barrel, he was thinking extra bases. Really nice job of getting the bat out front, but not hooking around it or rolling over it. Just kept the swing on plane and smoked that thing into the gap.
Here's Manny Machado. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Right through there for a strike. Runner at second, 2 down. And that's outside. And it's 1-1. That to right. Pulls it in on the run. And that is that. But 9 batters hit in the inning. 5 come around to score. We're through 6 full. It's the Padres 10 and the Jays nothing. All set for the start of the inning. Bo Bichette up to the dish.
So what we're seeing is a lineup that's just out of sync with the pitcher. They're guessing wrong and their timing's off.
First pitch, and he just misses.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
2 balls, no strikes.
The wind of the pitch. Just missed. Next offering is in for a strike.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
And that one fouled off. Hit hard on the ground to short. Tosses to first. That's the first out, the top of the 7th.
The first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. In there at the knees. It's 0-1. And a swing and a miss.
So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
Next pitch is outside. The Padres up big in this one here in the top half of inning number 7. Good eye right there. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And there's 2 away.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
2 outs, base is empty. Anthony Santander will hit next. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. And a big swing and a miss.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Pitch misses, and the count is 1-2. Breaking ball, and that got him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
Well, that one might sting for a bit, but it helps the team and it boosts the OBP boost. Sometimes that trade-off is worth it, but sometimes it's not.
Clement in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. Inside, just missed. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. Merrill makes the play, and that is that. Blue Jays held in check. Not looking good. They're down 10-0. Here in San Diego, and now the catcher comes up to him. Elias Diaz. And a pitch. And a good eye there. That's to third. Sends it across to first, and 1 away in the bottom of the 7th.
Number 2, second baseman, Xander Bogaerts.
Now here's Xander Bogaerts now. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Outside. And now it's even 1-1. And it's fouled away.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Next offering popped in the air, right field. Santander hauls it in, 2 away.
Up next for the Padres, the left fielder, Connor.
Stepping in, Connor Joe. There's a strike. Misses inside. And that's ball 1. Right through there for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a ball and 2 strikes. Right side, and that chance handled. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Padres go down quietly, but they're still in front, 10-0. We're at the top of the 8th. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Cease back to work. Swinging a foul straight back. The pitch.
That's a ball.
Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Look
Next
out.
ball 2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 out.
Man, there was no deviating from the fastball right there. He just kept coming after him with it. Here it is. Hit it if you can. And he just couldn't find a way to put it in play.
And a foul ball. And a pitch. And that one is inside. One check swing, appeal down to third. He went around, according to Carl Dixon. And another ball. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Ow. 2 away now after the drop third strike.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. That one the other way, and it's a foul ball. And the right-hander deals. And a swing and a miss.
Man, he is just dialed in right now. Every pitch thrown with so much conviction.
Hit weakly on the ground. Bogarts tosses to first, and that'll do it. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. They're down 10-0. Back here at Petco Park. And here's the first baseman, Jake Cronenworth. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers.
Nope.
Just missed. Right through there for a strike.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. Liner, base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. That could be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
The rise. In the box now, no balls and a strike. Next offering in there for a strike. 0-2.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Gonna count 1-2. That one missed.
Ball 2.
Got him looking. 1 away.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Wade in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. There's the strike.
1-1.
late on that fastball.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Missed inside with the curve. Man at first, one away. High fly ball, shallow right field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't
Now
quite
back,
barrel it up
right
enough to
field.
really drive it.
Fernando Tatis Jr.
Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. Fastball for a strike.
0-1.
Tries to hold up, appeal to first. No swing, says Freddie Ferguson. Next pitch in for a strike. 1-2.
1 ball.
Now just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
That's down and in.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Tatis waits. And now it's filled up.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Jackson Merrill to bat next. The pitch. Lifted in the air, right center field. And they take care of Tatis for the out. That is the inning. Looks like he's heading back out for the ninth as he'll go for the shutout when we get back. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set to start the ninth in this one. And now the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. The pitch. On the ground, right side. And he takes it himself for the out.
Now batting, the second baseman, Andres.
So the batting order turns over. Now it's the second baseman, Andres Jimenez. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Fought off foul. 1 down, base is empty. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. He swung over top of the curveball.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with a high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
So it's their last chance in this one. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Bo Bichette. And that's a little bit high. Ball 1. Two down, nobody on. Foul ball. The shortstop takes the ball. And that one just missed off the outside edge.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
In there for a strike at the top of the zone. The Jays down to their final strike. The wind of the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he got him. That's the ball game.
Really incredible performance on the mound. You know he's going to stew a little bit over that one hit that he gave up, because when you look at the body of work, so dominant, if he'd have made just one better pitch, perhaps he'd have a no-hitter.
10-zip your final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
The final run score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious San Diego Padres, 10 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They left 5 runners on base. For the Blue Jays, no runs, just 1 hit, no errors. They left 3 runners on base. Time of the ball game.